Hey guys, so as you may or may not have known, within the last week or so, we got both the Golden Globe nominations and the SAG nominations. So I just wanted to go over them really quick with my reactions because there are some interesting things with this. Really quick, this video is going to be unedited purely because, well, I do want to make it a quicker one, but also I'm having some hard drive and computer issues again. Yay. So I'm trying to get my Malcolm and Marie review done. Um, Hopefully to put out tomorrow, if not Tuesday at the latest. But there's some troubles there. I'm actually waiting for it to fix itself. So we'll see. That'll hopefully come out sometime this week. But I wanted to give you guys something, and I did want to go over these. So this is perfect timing. Let's see. So Golden Globe. So the Best Picture I was okay with. The Father, I actually hadn't heard of that. But the rest I had heard of: Mank, Nomadland, Trial of Chicago 7. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Promising Young Woman. I haven't seen it yet. Apparently, after all these nominations, I need to. But I was surprised how many nominations this got. Just from things I had heard and just from what it looked like, it just didn't seem like one of those that was going to get a lot of, maybe actress nominations, but not, Best Picture or things like that. That kind of shocked me. I'm really happy with a lot of the actress, actor, director nominations. I think that this is the first. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is the first time that Best Director for out of the five of them, three of them are female. So that means that I think this is the first time that more female directors have been nominated than male directors, which not only means that we have more working now on bigger things, but they're being nominated. I mean, it's like this is monumental. Again, I think it's the first time, but I'm not quite sure. Um, yeah, and again, I mean the supporting actors, the and supporting actresses, main actor and actress, all of those seemed pretty straightforward. That everybody who should have gotten a nom got one. Sacha Baron Cohen. Who else here? Yeah, Anthony Hopkins, Gary Oldman, Riz Ahmed, Chadwick Boseman, all that perfect. Viola Davis, Frances McDormand, Carey Mulligan. The one, the only one I am not jazzed about. I didn't see it, so obviously I can't judge it till I see it. But for Best Picture, musical or comedy, um, The Prom. Like, all right, maybe Best Picture I get, but James Corden got a nomination for best. I believe it was best act. No, best supporting actor. I think best actor in a musical or comedy. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, we had a skimpy amount of movies last year, but you know what? Actually, now that I say that, no, because there are two movies that completely got snubbed this for this at least. Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, and Defy Bloods. I have no idea how Defy Bloods did not get nominated for actors. Well, I think maybe Chadwick Boseman did for supporting. But actors, director for Spike Lee, picture in general, I mean, just it was not nominated for a single thing. Um, and Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always. I know that flies under the radar. I have to take the Golden Globe nominations with a grain of salt because it's Hollywood Foreign Press. They nominate really weirdly sometimes. Sometimes it's, yeah, it makes sense, and then sometimes it's like, really, The Martian's a comedy. But so you kind of have to take them with a grain of salt. And like Hamilton being nominated for Best Motion Picture, it's not a motion picture. It's not a movie. I mean, yes, it's filmed, but it's inherently a stage play, musical. And I mean, I guess technically under musical or comedy, that very technically is true, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. So there were. Oh, and I think if it actually counts towards this year, Malcolm and Marie. I'm surprised that neither of them got nominations here. Now let's go over to the SAG Awards, and I think this one was a lot better. And obviously these are more focused only on actors and actresses, and I believe director. No, that's probably doesn't make sense. But Uh, for these, I think they were just as good, if not better, because, like I said, the actors and actresses and all that were normally pretty good, even for the Golden Globes. Anya Taylor-Joy for Queen's Gambit, awesome. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the TV ones usually are fine because you know the shows that are really getting a lot of buzz and are really good. The one thing I've never understood is that okay, cool. So Sterling K. Brown is always nominated for This Is Us. Awesome. I love that man. And then oh god, what's his name? From This Is Us, Justin, the guy who plays Kevin. He's nominated as well, I believe, for one of these. Um, but I'm always surprised that This Is Us does not get more nominations in general. I think it was nominated for Best Series Drama once or twice, but screenplay or overall and I just don't understand it. I mean Best Cast. It's an incredible. I mean that I'll get into that another time, but it's incredible. Um, yeah, Daniel Kaluuya for Judas and the Black Messiah. Jared Leto, I did hear he was really good in the Little Things. He was like the saving grace of that movie. And Chadwick Boseman for The Five Bloods. So yeah, it seems like this like SAG got it a lot better. Yeah, outstanding performance by a cast in motion picture. So that this is I guess like their best picture for SAG. The Five Bloods, Ma Rainey's. Yeah, Ma Rainey's didn't get nominated for best picture of the last one either. Minari, One Night in Miami, Charlie Chicago 7. Um, yeah, that's the other thing. Minari is nominated for best international picture, but not best motion picture. It takes place in America. Sure, they don't speak English, but it takes place in America. I mean, they've nominated, I don't know if the Golden Globes did, but I know the Oscars nominated Parasite last year for Best Picture. It was international, and it didn't take place in America, so I just gotta wonder sometimes. Yeah, so there are definitely SAG. I think is doing a lot better than the Golden Globes here. Daniel Levy, I love that man. He's like my new favorite guy. But yeah, SAG seems to be doing a lot better than the Golden Globes right now. Golden Globes definitely has a lot of critical, critiques. I can't think of the word critiques because of a lot of their controversial nominations, especially one. I think it's called Music. Jared told me that Music is written, I think, and directed by Sia or stars Sia, and completely insulting to autistic people. Showing that they see the world as like some psychedelic musical. I don't know. So I'm really surprised that was nominated as well. So there were a lot of snubs in the Golden Globes. There were not a lot of controversial nominations, and I mean it just goes to show you how little came out last year. But also like the Prom got nominated, and like The Invisible Man didn't. Even if you're not going to nominate anything other than like The Five Bloods or Ma Rainey's or what was it? Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always. Like not even The Invisible Man got, but The Prom and James Gordon. Like what the fuck? Okay, I'm done. All right, I'm done. Those are all the nominations for this. And yeah, stay tuned for this week. I'm really, really, really hoping to get the Malcolm and Marie review out because I think this is the first one I was able to see of this actual year. So I'm really hoping I can get that. And of course, my computer would decide to blow up on me as soon as I was going to actually edit it. But I'll get it out at some point. Yeah. And as always, keep your hopes high, your stress low, movies right in the middle. I'm going to have to keep my stress real low. That's all I'll say.